Hi, so good evening and welcome back to my magical world. It's me, Frostbite Goddess, your favorite celebrity here in the Philippines. It's 23:21 in the evening right now. Today is July 25, 2025, and it's Friday. So thank God it's Friday. We are going to continue reading the second page. Medyo binabagal-bagalan natin kasi I'm still doing many things. Dapat natin bilisan, but ano, we're trying to do it in a way that it can be done ng maayos. Anyways, we have a cat here kasi we have a new cat. You know, my friend's cat is still my cat. Kasi, I used to have that cat, Yeng Yeng, pero wala na siya ngayon. So, he already passed, you know, basta nakalimutan ko na. Basta, he was with me when I was, in a deep shit phase. Okay? But, you know, I'm grateful that meron na ulit na bago. So, orange cat siya. Kalimutan ko yung pangalan, or I don't know if na-mention na sa akin. Basta, new cat. So, most likely, good news. So, sometimes, he guessed right. Page 238 na pala tayo, guys. Most often, he got nowhere. He made some key discoveries that demotic and hieroglyphs were related. The one being a kind of loose handwritten form of the other, and that demotic issued a phonetic alphabet to spell out foreign names, but that it was mostly a system of pictograms. But he kept hitting dead ends, and he never got close to trying his hand at the hieroglyphs. After a few years, he essentially gave up. So, marami na naman sumusubok sa akin lately. So, don't make me mad, guys. Okay? Kasi I'm doing many tasks on a single day. You know, I'm doing all my goals. I'm hitting all my goals. Okay, so I don't want anyone disrupting it. Kasi it's in the flow, you know? I'm doing well. So do not interrupt what I was meant here to do. So in the meantime, there appeared on the scene a young man who seemed to be an unlikely candidate to succeed in this race, Jean Francois Champollion. He came from a small town near Grenoble. Hindi ko sure, guys, yung pag-pronounce nito. So his family was relatively poor, and until the age of 7, Champollion had no formal education, but he had one advantage over all the others. From his earliest years, he had been drawn to the history of ancient civilizations. And he wanted to discover new things about the origins of mankind, and for this purpose, he took up the study of ancient languages, Greek, Latin, and Hebrew, as well as several other Semitic languages, all of which he mastered with remarkable speed by the age of 12. So, yung ages 0 to 12, diba? It is where our brain, you know, is digesting information in the most, like, it's working like 100%. Kasi, wala siyang idea. So, anything, are digesting everything in a different level, in like a deep core level. So, syempre, yung mga bata, importante talaga yung kanilang foundation. So, I hope the younger generation are having the best education, but, you know, with this kind of economy and our fuck up education system. So, that's why you really have to learn many things on your own. Diba? Kasi, our external world is like, you know, it's not working okay. Not all naman. Some parts of the world lang naman. Include nyo yung Philippines. It's shit. So, quickly, his attention was drawn to ancient Egypt. In 1802, he heard about the Rosetta Stone and he told his older brother that he would be the one to decipher it. The moment he began to study the ancient Egyptians, he experienced a vivid identification with everything that had to do with the civilization. As a child, he had a powerful vision memory. He could draw with exceptional skill. He tended to see the writings in books as if they were drawings instead of an alphabet. When he first laid eyes on hieroglyphs, they seemed almost familiar to him. Soon his relationship with two hieroglyphs bordered on a fanatical obsession. So, to really make progress, he decided he would have to learn the language known as Coptic after Egypt became a Roman colony in 30 BC. The old language, Demotic, slowly died out and was replaced by Coptic, a mix of Greek and Egyptian. After the Arabs conquered Egypt and converted it to Islam, making Arabic the official idiom, the remaining Christians in the land retained Coptic as their language. By Campolyon times, only a few Christians remained who still spoke the ancient language, mostly monks and priests. So, yung Bible natin, I'm pretty sure it has a lost parts. Paano ba? May mga parts doon na that have been missing, or in they do not include it nowadays. So it's your job to know what is it, 'di ba? Ayoko naman magsabi kasi we have different version of truths. So you really have to know what is real to you. Okay, so galing-galingan nyo guys mag-dig deep ng truth, reality. So don't make it a lot of the external information may seem the truth, but it's not. So yung discernment is really important. So in 1805, just such a monk passed through Campolyon's small town and he quickly befriended him. The monk taught him the rudiments of Coptic, and when he returned a few months later, he brought Campolyon a grammar book. The boy worked at the language day and night with a fervor that others saw as madness. Check nyo na lang guys yung mga pronunciation. Sometimes, I'm not sure if I'm speaking it correctly. So, do your assignment. Binigyan pa ng assignment. Hoy, may assignment kami lagi nung elementary kami. Wala pang computer noon. We're doing, research talaga. Real research. With sweat and blood. He wrote his brother, I do nothing else. I dream in Coptic. I am so Coptic that, for fun, I translate into Coptic everything that comes into my head. When he later went to Paris for schooling, he found more monks and practiced to the point where he was told he spoke the dying language as well as any native. Thank you guys for listening and thank you for helping me make this world a better place for all of us and for the future generation. I'll talk to you later ulit. Okay?